आपने किसी दोस्त को डिफेंड किया या वो एक कमेंट जिसने इरिटेट कर दिया था कि डूड ये नहीं बोलना है?
There'll be a lot of experiences that, you know, a lot of girls would face while sort of, you know, in their PGs or while traveling. And this was Delhi, right? Traveling to college in DTC buses. The auto walas talking to them in a certain way. There are cases in Bangalore that were quite violent towards women.
You know, racial slurs. मैं बिहार से हूँ, तो मैं जब बाहर पढ़ने गया, तो इलाहाबाद में भी बिहारी एक सेक्ट होता था. अरे ये तो बिहारी है, ये आए ही यहाँ पे IAS बनने.
I dropped my parents off. Parents were here in Bombay with me for a week, and on the 9th of February, I dropped them early morning flight for Calcutta and Impal, and I came back home. And I was coming back in, you know, and I got off the rickshaw, and somebody called me coronavirus.
ये जो हैशटैग्स रेसिज्म इस तरीके की जो बातें बॉलीवुड के लोग करते हैं, तो क्या ये जो लोग सोचते हैं कि ये कर रहे हैं, ये दिखाने के लिए कर रहे हैं, ऐसा नहीं है, तो व्हाट डू यू हैव टू से अबाउट इट?
उस पे मेरी ज्यादा मंशा है नहीं, क्योंकि आपने बॉलीवुड कहा, मुझे बॉलीवुड समझ में आता नहीं.
ऑल ऑफ यू ऑन लल्लनटॉप. एंड अखूनी आने वाला है और हमें बिल्कुल ऐसे बोलने में बहुत मजा आ रहा है, बल्कि मेरी हिंदी अच्छी है तब भी मुझे बहुत मजा आ रहा है जब से मैंने ट्रेलर देखा है. एंड मुझे सबसे पहले ये जानना है कि व्हाट वाज द रीजन ऑफ डूइंग दिस फिल्म. जब आपने सुना अपना ईच टू हिज ओन वाला सीन होता है ना, मेरा ये रीजन है, व्हाट वाज योर रीजन?
पहले मिस्टर पाठक से पूछा जाए. मिस्टर पाठक.
अरे no, ladies first, yeah.
We are in a feminist world. Men first. Come. We don't believe in ladies first.
नहीं,
मेरी वजह बहुत छोटी सी है. I did this film because Nicholas told me to.
Okay.
He didn't ask me. He told me. He said, I've written a film, and the film is about Northeastern people, and there are only few characters who are not Northeastern, and out of which there is one character which is like a small role cameo kind of thing, and you have to do it. Manika, then where is the question to ask? Because he didn't let me ask any question. मैंने कहा तो स्क्रिप्ट तो पढ़ाएंगे आप? उसने कहा हाँ स्क्रिप्ट पढ़ाएंगे. उन्होंने स्क्रिप्ट भेजी, मैंने स्क्रिप्ट पढ़ी. स्क्रिप्ट पढ़ते ही मैंने उनको फोन किया. मैंने कहा भाई ये तो बहुत ही कमाल है, 2 thumbs up, and I did it. That's my reason. And also because the script was fabulous. It was a great script on paper. I could literally see the film happening in front of me.
And Sayani?
I was looking at Lin. You know, I had
going through age, you know, oldest and then. And
I was just gonna say actually, what I take back my earlier thing. It's actually senior, like age-wise. So I really loved again reading the script when Dilip Shankar, who's the casting director of the film, sent it to me, and he said, and I quote him, that it's a breakthrough script out of India. You know, it's one of the best scripts I've read in recent times, and just would you like to read it? And I said, of course. So I read it and I was like, wow, you know, it was so fresh, it was so funny. Of course, it was dealing with a subject like racism, but it was very well balanced. It was beautifully told. And, you know, Nick has this flair for comedy of errors. You know, even of the other stuff that I've read of his has this, you know, chaotic world where things just keep going wrong. And there's an innate sense of humor. And I thought it was just a very beautifully written script, and I auditioned for it. I sent a self-test, and they immediately got back and said, you know, you're on board, and we're very happy. So, and of course, I knew Nick from before. We've common friends, and there was no way for me to really not do it. And I was just glad that somebody was trying to make a film in the mainstream, which represented people from the Northeast and that, you know, that politics. And I've obviously lived in Delhi, and I've had lots of friends who, you know, especially in my class in college, I had, you know, some friends from Manipur, from some Nagaland, Mizoram, and some of my best friends in life are from Assam and Sikkim. So I've known that world. I've known people from there, the food, etc. But there was so much new to learn through this process, and just all of us getting together. And Nick really sort of got an amazing bunch of people together with a lot of fresh energy and some like ridiculous talent. It was just like such a like talented set, and the bunch of actors that you will see in the film, and some of whom I knew, like Lin Tenzing, but a lot of people I didn't know, and they're just incredible in the film and otherwise also.
And Lin, of course, you come from that part of India. One was this reason, and the other was, आप बताएं.
पहले तो काम नहीं थी to be honest. बहुत कम script आते हैं जो where I'm playing like a very important role. Like I've done few films, very limited films kiye, but they were not my work were not recognized fully, or they were not substantial enough. It didn't stand out much. But when Nick came to me, he narrated the story to me. And he said, the character is very, very tough. Do you think you'll be able to pull off something like this? Because he knows that I'm not I'm not at all the character I played. And he was like, think about it and you come back to me. I said, Nick, I really like the character and I would really want you to make it. Even if I'm not playing the character, I want you to make this film. Because it has a sentimental emotional and sentimental values to me, because as an artist I've been here for a very long time, looking for and also waiting for people to realize that there's an actor from Manipur, there are more artists from Manipur who can act, who can be part of Hindi cinema. So I've been here for quite some time, and when this came, I jumped onto it. I did audition for it. Not that it came to me easily. I auditioned for it. I auditioned a couple of times, and I went on board. This is a first of its kind from the Northeast. Where this is a whole film for us. Like the entire majority of the cast is from the Northeast. Even the crew, some of them, like our DOPs from Assam. And many other, there were assistant directors were from Northeast. Nicholas himself is from Shillong, Meghalaya and Nagaland.
आप लोगों का जब ट्रेलर देखा उसके नीचे मैं कमेंट्स पढ़ रही थी एंड बहुत सारे कमेंट्स ये थे कि फाइनली अ मूवी ऑन नॉर्थ ईस्ट. दिस वाज अ क्वेश्चन बिकॉज ये पढ़ा था मैंने कि क्या ये वाली फीलिंग भी थी कि फाइनली अ फिल्म मेन स्ट्रीम सिनेमा में घुसने वाली नॉर्थ ईस्ट को लेकर सब्जेक्ट हो, तो क्या ये भी एक रीजन था या नहीं? बट ऑफ कोर्स यू हैव आंसर्ड ऑल. पर मुझे ये जानना है कि नॉर्थ ईस्ट के लोगों ने बहुत सहा है. इवन मुझे भी लगता है, मेरे फ्रेंड को जब एक बारी चाउमीन बोला गया था तो मेरा तो खून खौल गया था. तो आई जस्ट वांट टू नो कि आई एम श्योर यू गाइज हैव फ्रेंड्स, योर एक्सपीरियंसेस. आपने कब अपने किसी दोस्त को डिफेंड किया, या वो एक कमेंट जिसने इरिटेट कर दिया था कि डूड ये नहीं बोलना है, तो कुछ भी बोल, ये मत बोल?
यार मेरे साथ हुआ था, और मुझे आज ही याद आया और एक इंटरव्यू करते हुए. मेरी बेस्ट फ्रेंड जो कॉलेज के दौरान जो क्लोजेस्ट फ्रेंड थी, वो मेरे साथ पीजी में ही रहती थी, और हम लोग मतलब एलएसआर से थे, तो हमें लगता था कि हम थोड़े से मतलब सेंसिटिव है चीजों को लेके, कि पॉलिटिकल करेक्टनेस क्या होता है उसको लेके थोड़ा ध्यान देते हैं. पर एक कुछ तो बात में उसने बोल दिया चिंकी और फिर बोला चाइनीज. एंड शी वाज रेफरिंग टू समबडी फ्रॉम आवर कॉलेज, एंड ये तो ऐसे ही होते हैं. एंड आई नो दैट शी इज नॉट समबडी हु इज नॉट sensitive, but still she said something. I don't know what happened. I lost it. I gave it, I mean, मैंने इतना सुनाया उसको, इतना सुनाया, बेचारी रोने लगी, मतलब फूट फूट के रोने लगी. And I was like, how can you you of all people, you're a political science student, how can you talk like this? And she's like, अरे मैं जिंदगी में कभी नहीं बोलूंगी यार, ऐसे मुंह से निकल गया. And I knew she wasn't meaning it in a bad way, you know, but it was just that thing of, you know, how even people who are educated sometimes tend to just casually say things, you know, which are racist, which are derogatory. So those kind of things. But of course, as I said, you know, since I have friends from there through college, there'll be a lot of experiences that, you know, a lot of girls would face while sort of, you know, in their PGs or while traveling. And this was Delhi, right? Traveling to college in DTC buses, the auto walas talking to them in a certain way. There are cases in Bangalore that were quite violent towards women. And now, like, you know, like sometimes I go out with my friend who is from the northeastern US, literally standing in Bombay in Palladium in a mall, you know, outside a KFC, for example, and somebody will come and ask, oh, he's from Japan? Or, you know, somebody will be like, oh, you're Korean. And it's a real thing. And even in Bombay, you know, even people who you would think would be sort of a little bit, you know, properly educated or come from a privileged background, who have studied. So there is a lot of ignorance, of course, and a lack of awareness that we all feel.
मिनेसो
जी
आपके भी
मुझे तो किसी ने नहीं ऐसा बुलाया मुझे तो ऐसा किसी ने नहीं बुलाया लेकिन I've seen and experienced and faced different kind of you know racial slurs. मैं बिहार से हूँ तो मैं जब बाहर पढ़ने गया तो इलाहाबाद में भी बिहारी एक सेक्ट होता था अरे ये तो बिहारी है ये आए ही यहाँ पे आईएएस बनने इलाहाबाद में उन दिनों ये चलन था कि जितने बिहारी इलाहाबाद जाते थे पढ़ने वो सब आईएएस या आईपीएस बनने जाते थे एंड they had a record to prove that 60 to 70% of the Bihari students who came to Allahabad University to study were used to clear their UPSC. फिर मैं चला गया अमेरिका तो वहाँ पे I became the minority and especially when I joined drama school I was the only Indian in the whole of drama school. So of course in drama school things are different because they say it you know as a joke as everything is a joke you know it was very mixed that way you know there were people from Philippines African American Oriental people Indian people Pakistani people Bangladeshi people so over there again they categorize that you know people from Pakistan India Bangladesh they were the Middle East you know so because you know Americans are not the most educated race in the world I realized so I remember my first roommate he was an African American and the first day we met in the dorm and he was a political science student and he said where are you from? Where are you from? Like, I'm from Brooklyn, man. Okay, political science major. What about you? I said, you know, I'm a theater major. Where are you from? I said, I'm from India. And he looked at me and he said, somewhere in Middle East, right?
What? Oh my God.
Somewhere what?
And I'm like, you're kidding me. Somewhere in the Middle East. Because at that time, and this I'm talking early 90s, India was not in the map at that time. And this guy was completely like somewhere. And it's not that he wanted to, you know, look down upon me or anything. He was clueless. He didn't know. And all Indian, Pakistani and Bangladeshi people were just one group. And because of that, it was a very strong group. They were all called Desis. All of us, you know, from India, Pakistan and Bangladesh were Desis. And all of us would, you know, on weekends go and play cricket because nobody played cricket over there. So we needed to find our own place where we could make our own pitch and, you know, come up with our own wickets and bats and balls. And they would say, oh, at that time, all of us became Pakis, you know, for the white or for the American crowd. And it was really amazing because I remember telling this to a friend of mine that I have come from Allahabad to this first world called America, that to New York, and I feel like
Wow.
they're more, uneducated and
Backward.
illiterate people, than I had in Allahabad University, to be very honest. So these days it's different, in the advent of social media, and now we know what's happening in Sweden, what's happening in Europe, and what's happening in Andheri East. We know that just being on the net.
But something
So
very
now if
opposite
somebody
happened
says,
to me. Vinay, sorry, finish it. Sorry, cut you off.
No. I was just saying that
So,
now if somebody says that it's in the Middle East somewhere, then you'd really be shocked.
Yeah, then there's a problem with the person.
Right.
Yeah.
So, but something very opposite happened to me in New York. I lived in New York for 4 years, from 2007 to 2011, 12ish. I kept going back and forth. So what happened with me was completely different. I was never discriminated for my looks, or people commented me on any, never had any of those statements what I face over here. So ek din mera, like, my professor from college, I studied in Sapai here, so he happened to travel, and he was like, so New York kaisa lag raha hai tumko? So I said, I feel like I'm at home. He said, why? कोई मुझे चिंकी नहीं बुलाता, कोई मुझे मोमोज नहीं बुलाता. I feel like I'm at home. He's like, so we were laughing at it, but this is such a sad situation that we have. Like, recently, a very recent incident with me, as you tease this conversation and the topic. I dropped my parents off. Parents were here in Bombay with me for a week, and on the 9th of February, I dropped them early morning flight for Calcutta and Imphal, and I came back home. And I was coming back in, and I got off the rickshaw, and somebody called me coronavirus, okay? And he was quite close by. He was coming, and I was like, I didn't realize it, but he kept saying coronavirus, very, like, in a manner that I would be registering, right? So I couldn't understand. I went back home. I forget about that whole thing, and I thought they were talking or something. I don't know. Like, you're not prepared on the street to listen to this kind of bantering, right? So I went back home. I called up my friend in the evening, and we were like just discussing. And I said, something very weird happened today. And it was not before the declared pandemic or all of this lockdown happened. So she said, that's a new racist remark of being a northeasterner or having a mongoloid feature. So there I was so shocked that people can connect you and they will call you anything that they associate with it, like how Vinay was talking about being called Paki and Middle East. It happens. It's a phenomena. It's in every part of the country.
Yes.
And every part of the world.
अगर अपने ही देश में ये फील करने को मिलता तो इट्स वेरी डिसअपॉइंटिंग. आई थिंक कि अगर मुझे न्यूयॉर्क में या कहीं और जगहों में या यूरोप में मुझे रेसिज्म का रिमार्क्स मिलता तो मुझे इतना बुरा नहीं लगता जितना अपने ही देश में जो लग रही है अभी. It really, but also a very sad thing is happening now with me past few years, that I have started not noticing. I am turning a blind eye and I'm turning deaf because I don't want to, hear any of these. So it's getting normalized. That is a sad situation. I'm not getting upset, तो ये बड़ी दुख की बात है कि इसमें normal बनाने का. So I realized when this whole situation and giving so many interviews past few days, I'm realizing how important it is, to take your stand, and this is not right, A single remark or a single can lead to many other things, if you don't correct that.
Yes.
So ye mujhe realization, doing all these interviews have helped me come up to this and take a stand that bhai theek nahi hai ye, it's galat baat hai ye.
And I was about to ask you this कि ये वाला इंसिडेंट हमने वीडियो के तौर पर भी देखा, जिसकी बहुत ज्यादा निंदा हुई, पूरे सोशल मीडिया पे शेयर हुआ, स्पिट किया गया एक नॉर्थ ईस्टर्न पर और उसको कोरोना कहा गया. So this was, and this happened with you. I am really shocked because आपके स्टेटस का और उसके बाद भी ये हो रहा है. I don't understand what is wrong
उसके
with
बाद का नहीं, this is way before. This is on 9th of February. That's
but
when.
Then this is recent, right?
Before lockdown. Yeah, it's recent.
That's what I'm
this
saying.
This is before the lockdown and before all of this, pandemic situation being declared. But yeah, it happens. And many people, like me, and people were denied of buying groceries in Bangalore, and there's so many people were thrown out from their PG homes. It's really sad. It's really sad.
Right.
Also, what Lin is saying, I guess, sorry, I mean, just to actually, I mean, it's so heartbreaking, really, but I have heard this from my friend who's also, I mean, he's from Sikkim. And, in college, apparently, like this is what he says, that they would get into physical fights every day because it was just because they were coming from, it was the first time they were dealing with racism, right? And as young boys, apparently there were cases every day where people would either attack them, or when they were in a group, they would, be like, how can you be talking like this? And they would get into physical altercations. And then as you go along with age, you give up. And as Lin is saying, you get desensitized because, and start laughing about it. Sometimes you feel sad, sometimes you're irritated or angry, and then you start laughing about it. And it was very funny because, the other side is, this friend of mine, he went to Europe, and he went with his, films and friends, and somebody who was European asked that, where are you guys from? And they all said, we are from India. And the person who's European, he looked at my friend and she was like, don't lie to me. You can't be from India, because he looked Asian, right? He has Asian features. So, and since then he stopped telling that he's from India, because he's like, no, I'm from Singapore, or I'm from Bhutan, or, because people outside also don't see, Indians who look like this. But India is such a huge entity. There are so many Indians, and what is really Indian? I mean, none of us really look the same, right? We all have different features and skin colors and types. So it's really bad that you need to educate yourself, and it's so sad that you yourself don't know where Mizoram or Manipur is. They'd be like, Lin was saying, na Manipur kahan hai? Acha, ye kahan aata hai? Ye Korea ke aaspaas aata hai.
Oh God.
Yeah.
तो ये भी होता है, मतलब ये भी नहीं पता होता लोगों को, सीरियसली.
आपको नहीं पता? कितने लोगों को नहीं पता कहाँ है मणिपुर, मिजोरम हमारे देश में है?
अभी भी नहीं पता है, अभी भी नहीं पता है, like in this day and age.
हाँ. Like I have categorized two kind of feeling. I've tried to rationalize these thoughts, right? These remarks that's been made. Like when a slum kid or people who are not privileged enough to study and not get a proper education, when they call me Momo, China, whatever, Chini, whatever they call me, I seriously don't mind, because their knowledge is limited. They don't know anything better than that. Their knowledge about mongrel features is only that much. But somebody who sits in an AC, air conditioning office, who's done an MBA, who's got a graduation, who's got all the privilege to learn and understand our country, at least, not even the world, but they refuse to understand and learn ki kya kahan hai, So when they ask me ki Manipur kahan hai, that really ticks me off, But not from a boy who's not had an education or who has not had a privilege to study. So I've categorized this kind of, also in your head, you can't be focusing so much because you want to work, you want to achieve something in life. Agar aap is jaal mein phas gaye, to be upset and to be, to be upset about every time you make remark and to take everything to your heart, then you can't work, Then you're focusing, like your energy goes away. तो ये मुझे लगता है.
कोई real incidents आप कि इस फिल्म में भी है, या कुछ ऐसे जब ऑफ कोर्स ब्रीफिंग हो रही होगी या कुछ डिस्कशन हो रही होगी तो यू मे बी लाइक डिस्कसिंग दिस कि ऐसा भी हुआ था, तो कुछ रियल चीजें भी आपने इसमें डाली हैं? बिकॉज ये आजकल है भी कि ज्यादातर, जैसे अभी फिल्म चोक्ड आई थी उसमें बहुत सारे रेफरेंसेस थे, तो आर देयर एनी रियल रेफरेंसेस आल्सो इन द फिल्म?
They are only real references. Everything that you see in the film is what happened. It's not, oh, I mean, the story is a work of fiction, of course, and these people don't exist, but the circumstances they're going through is all a reflection of actually what happens, and that's why the film is so beautifully layered, because a lot of people will feel either being on either side, you know, either they would have faced it or seen it or done it themselves, you know.
Yeah, like I mean, one time I had gone to a friend's place, like, you know, a Punjabi friend's house, and and her mom told me that कि अरे आप लोग के उधर तो बहुत drinks लेते हैं ना, लड़कियां भी drinks लेती है ना. So this is what she said, and I didn't understand. Like I usually don't pay attention to these things, and one of my friend came in defending like, अरे आंटी लड़कियां सब जगह पंजाब से भी पीती है, गुजरात से भी पीती है, सब तरह के लोग बंगाली भी पर. So I was like, oh yeah, you know. So this is, and one time I went to Gujarat to meet a friend, you know, I went to the family and I said my name is Linthoi Gambi. So they start teasing me with Linthoi Gandhi. Gandhi is mad in Gujarati, you know. So things like that. Like there are a lot of situations you travel and, you know, I mean, but I am not the kind of person who would take it too hard. अरे उसने ये बोला है तो मुझे मैं गुस्सा हो जाऊंगी. But I take it as a joke sometimes. But it should also be an effort for the other person to learn and, you know, accept and, you know, participate in interchanging of culture differences, you know, is what I feel will bring more openness.
एंड ये बहुत ही सही टाइम पर शायद फिल्म आ भी गई है, बिकॉज ये जैसे ब्लैक लाइव्स मैटर, ऑल लाइव्स मैटर, ऑफ कोर्स इट्स डिफरेंट, रेसिज्म का अलग पहलू है वो, बट ये बिल्कुल सही समय पर आ रही है. मुझे ऐसा लग रहा है कि अभी इस बारे में बात भी हो रही है, लेकिन जब बॉलीवुड में हम ये सब देखते हैं कि हैशटैग रन हो रहे हैं और सब कुछ हो रहे हैं, तो बहुत सारे कमेंट्स ये पढ़ने को मिलते हैं कि हाथी के दांत दिखाने की और खाने की और, मतलब अभी तो यहाँ ये हैशटैग रन कर रहे हैं, बट जब अपने पर आएगी दे वोंट डू इट. तो आपको ऐसा लगता है क्या कि फिल्म इंडस्ट्री ऐसी है या थिंग्स आर चेंजिंग?
बहुत for me I want to say बहुत कम लोगों ने बात की थी जब when discrimination when this whole during the pandemic when the northeasterners were troubled, you know, were denied groceries, were denied homes, were thrown out of their PGs. In Delhi, girls were spat on. बहुत कम लोगों ने, बहुत कम celebrities and spokespersons and influencers, you could literally count on your fingers. But abhi jab when hashtag Black Lives Matter was trending, every celebrity to influencers to they painted their face black and I don't know what not they took so much effort to be on top of the trending that I got disgusted actually. I lived in New York. I've seen, you know, African Americans. I have very close friends who are African American. The people who sponsored my visa were African American. I'm very close to them. But that's not how you treat your own people, and you know, it's like it's dishonesty for me. You know, the only person who came out and who spoke was Apna Sunil Chetty. He is a football captain, Indian football team. He's a Nepali from the Northeast. He was the only celebrity who came out. None of the media picked up this topic. It was not trending. It was nothing. He just came up and he said how upset he was, and that's about it. That was the end of the story.
And
but when I did speak about it, and yes, but I'm part of the gang. But I have a bad habit of talking about most things, because anything that, and sometimes when, you know, friends like Vinay and all would be also like, you know, just relax. It's okay. And a lot of people who are my friends and family often tell me, listen, just calm down. Like, don't always put your neck out there. But see, again, having said that, I know I mean, in spite of being somebody who finds it very difficult to stay quiet in places where it's about my people and it's about human beings and or any life, it's important for me to speak up, and I can't otherwise. It's just, I can't breathe. It's almost like, you feel helpless, you feel angry, you want to. And a lot of times I have also felt that it's pointless to talk about it in social media, because then you'll get trolled, and it's a circle, right? Because you're actually not engaging in a actual conversation, or they're not here to actually even listen to you, or you don't even have the time and space to have a dialogue about it, right? It's just people throwing jargons at each other. But still, sometimes it's important to put things out there. Having said that, when it comes to our country, there is a sense of fear. And that's what I've seen, that it's especially things that happen outside our country, people will jump at the hashtags. And first of all, I also feel that hashtags are, in a way, it minimizes the impact, although when it trends, it also is, that it's good in a way but also bad in a way, because it also trivializes the real matter, and the real politics of it. But having said that, it's easy in our country to speak about elephants, which is heinous, right? And speak about Black Lives Matter, but actually when it comes to, there's so much violence that's broken out. There is such a climate of separatism that's it's been extremely communal. Yesterday, 2 people in Maharashtra and 1 person in UP, all Dalits, 3 people who are Dalits got killed. This is yesterday, but you will not speak about it. Most people who are already in the limelight, you won't find them speaking about it, even during the CA NRC thing, because there is a sense of fear. There is a sense of, oh, what will happen to me. I don't know why there is. Probably they're scared to lose work or come in the limelight or go to jail or get trolled, or whatever, be attacked by somebody. But there is a general sense of hypocrisy. And when Black Lives Matter, first of all, there are people who've for years endorsed fairness claims are all now suddenly Black Lives Matter, which is also okay, because you can get evolved after a point. You might understand that, oh, that was wrong, and what I did, but there is no clarification of that. So it's just too much right now.
Also, of course, the issue that we have in the country is it is not as we can't compare. There's no comparison. The African American, they have been going through a lot of years and years of slavery and
centuries
laws, and exactly. So huge difference. Also, they have really famous people like Martin Luther King and activists and Oprah and this and that. So it's a complete, I mean, there shouldn't be any comparison to this.
But so do we, right? I mean, Iram Sharmila spent 17 years, but nobody speaks about her. A lot of people might not even know her name, So that's what I'm saying. When it comes to somehow, I just feel that when it comes to our country, lives just seem dispensable. It just seems like it's okay. We've gotten desensitized to that as well.
Yeah, so I really want to know that. That's really funny, by the way.
Funny.
So when I was reading about you, तो मुझे बहुत ही अच्छा लगा. मुझे लगा कि I will ask you this कि क्या था.
No, to get work, when you stop, like when you are struggling to get work and you're like, you trying different things and chalo, like, let's try this also. Kisi ka, what's happening? Nobody's getting hurt. If I look a certain way, why not? I'm an actor.
But ये कितनी बारी हुआ था? Like I want to know कि ये हुआ कितनी बारी था कि जब आप auditions दे रहे थे तो एक बारी ऐसा time आया कि आपने अपने आप को corner कहना शुरू कर दिया?
No, actually I have done ads for Indonesia, Malaysia, Thailand, Philippines. So काफी बार ही, like when they used to call me casting director, they used to call me कि अच्छा, like you have to do this, like you have to play Philippine. Is that okay? And then, yeah, okay. As long as you don't put me in a compromising situation or like I was like, I'm fine. Like, as long as I'm earning, ads are easy money to one day you do 1 day of shoot and you get paid. So yeah. I mean, it's. I think these will be memorable stories that I will carry on.
Of course. And Om Shanti Om कैसे आई थी जीवन में?
That was like long ago when I was in college. I was with a modeling agency by then.
Elite model, yeah.
So I had no clue about acting, nothing, and my agent sent me, and I was like, "Kya karna hai?" Then they didn't even audition me. They looked at me and they're like, "Acha, like very good." I met Farah Khan on the first day, and I was like so happy, that I'm going to work with Shah Rukh Khan. But I didn't know how to say Hindi properly. Dialogue भी नहीं आता था मुझे, हिंदी भी नहीं बोलने आती थी. So I said, what do I have to do? I got so frightened. Then एक line दिया जाता था Farah Khan आके, So, but it was good. I'm a big Shah Rukh Khan fan. So I got to work with him and share screen, and got to see all that taam jham ki kya hota hai shooting mein. So, but that point of time, I was not keen on acting so much. It was much later after, after many
After
years.
the modeling happened.
Yeah, modeling happened.
Hey, I didn't know this about you. That makes all of us who work with Shah Rukh Khan. What are the chances? Yeah.
Oh, you also worked with him, na?
Fan. And Vinay did, of course,
Which one?
Rabde and Mazzi, many other.
No, I have never worked with Shah Rukh Khan.
What? You were in Rabde, na? Oh, that's true. Rabne.
Rabne
banai jodi. Yeah, Shah Rukh Khan has the pleasure of working with Vinay Pathak. Also,
अरे यार अपनी पिक्चर की बात कर लो, शाहरुख खान की बच्ची.
शाहरुख खान.
हम ऐसे banter कर रहे, chitter chatter.
अच्छा, डिस्क्रिमिनेशन की हम लोग बात कर रहे थे ना शवानी, तो आपने तो आर्टिकल 15 भी की है, और वो तो मतलब ऑफ कोर्स सोशल मैसेज के साथ साथ मतलब हार्ड हिटिंग रियलिटीज सुन कर देने वाली चीजें जब हम स्क्रीन पर देखते हैं. मैं आपसे बस ये जानना चाहती हूँ कि जब आप वो उसमें थे, आप ये सब हमें दिखा रहे थे जो कि रियलिटी है, तो क्या शूटिंग में भी करते वक्त या शूटिंग के बाद भी क्या वो सन्नाटा, वो साइलेंस, वो ट्रॉमा, कोई ऐसा कुछ याद है आपको कि आपके साथ भी होता हो, ऑल द एक्टर्स? बिकॉज आपका सभी, मुझे लगता है कि ऑलमोस्ट सारे क्रिटिक्स ने आपकी तारीफ की, दैट यू वर ब्रिलियंट इन द फिल्म, such a strong in
I saw the film also.
Yeah, so
I loved it. I loved the part.
So I'll have to tell you firstly, thank you. I think वो ट्रॉमा ना पहले से थी, और जो लोग जुड़े इस फिल्म के लिए, और मैं आई थिंक सबके तरफ से ये बोल सकती हूँ कि ये जो हमारे देश का रियलिटी है, ये सबको कोफ्त देती है, और सबको एक अंदर से एक जलन जो महसूस होती है जब आपको कुछ बहुत ज्यादा अंदर से कुरेद रही है पर आप उसके बारे में कुछ कर नहीं पा रहे, और चीजें बदलते हुए दिख रहा है आपको जो गलत है, और चीजें जो होती आ रही है. और ये आई थिंक जब अनुभव सिन्हा ने हमें ये स्क्रिप्ट भेजी, द फर्स्ट टाइम आई रेड द स्क्रिप्ट, I was laughing, I was crying, and I was like overwhelmed. I remember it was in the middle of the night around 3:30, and I sent him I called him, obviously he didn't pick up, and then I sent him a long text. I told him exactly, I think what Lin told Nick for this film, that whatever it is, I am just happy to be part of the film and just support you, in whatever way. I'm more than happy to come serve tea in the, in the set. I'm happy to give clap on set, but whatever it is, I would want you to make this film and you have my support. And he of course told me, no, I want you to play Gauraya. So just do the film. So I was so happy and elated. But I think जब हम स्क्रिप्ट पढ़ते थे हर रीडिंग सेशन में, स्पेशली वो जीशान का जो एक खत है जो वो लिख के जाता है, जो वॉइस ओवर की तरह आता है, वो उसके जो पहले कुछ पंक्तियां है, जो लाइन्स है, उसका वो रोहित वेमुला का सुसाइड नोट है. एंड एवरी टाइम उपासना, हर बार हम जब पढ़ते थे, हर बार वी वुड बी, मतलब वो होता है ना, लाइक यू चोक अप एंड इट वुड जस्ट, वो एक अजीब सा, आई एम स्टिल गेटिंग गूज़बम्प्स, वो जो पूरे माहौल ऐसे सन्नाटे वाला हो जाता था, क्योंकि हम सबको पता है ये हमारी रियलिटी है अभी, और हम गए उस मेंटल स्पेस में। पर हम जब लखनऊ पहुंचे, हमें पता चला अनुभव सिन्हा ऐसे दिलदार आदमी हैं, वो सिर्फ मजा करते हैं, और विनय को पता होगा बिकॉज ही इज ऑब्वियसली वर्क विद हिम, कि सिर्फ खाने की बातें और गाने और शायरी और आर्ट और फिल्मों की बातें और क्रिकेट खेलना, तो इतना मजेदार टाइम रहा। कोई भी मतलब एक रत्ती भर सीरियसनेस नहीं थी हम जब शूट कर रहे थे। Of course, we were shooting in a village that had a lot of people from the Dalit community, but a lot of it was also made, and जब हम कर रहे थे तो हम बातें जरूर करते थे और काफी सारे पॉलिटिक्स की बातें और चीजें होती थी। चंद्रशेखर आजाद जिसके ऊपर जीशान का कैरेक्टर बेस्ड है, हम सब फैंस थे आजाद के, और हम काफी बातें करते थे, काफी चर्चाएं होती थी। पर जनरल माहौल जो था वो बहुत ही खुशी का और सेलिब्रेशन का माहौल था। एक्चुअली बहुत मजा आया।
Wow.
तो जब
it's funny to hear this because it's such a serious film and dying. Yeah, I mean it's nice to hear that.
And फिर जब इतनी सारी तारीफें मिली आपको और सब कुछ हुआ, तो करियर में क्या क्या बदलाव आए हैं शायोनी के? लाइक आर यू बीइंग ऑफर्ड?
कोई बदलाव नहीं आता है, थोड़े से डीएम बढ़ जाते हैं, थोड़े इंस्टाग्राम फॉलोअर पर बदलाव नहीं आता है यार। मतलब हाँ, शायद आपको पता नहीं। अब एक्चुअली ये क्वेश्चन है विनय के लिए, क्योंकि ऑब्वियसली ही इज बीन वर्किंग फॉर सो मेनी इयर्स एंड सो सक्सेसफुली इन सो मेनी fantastic films and shows and stuff.
I think we have one more waiting.
Yeah, we have no. Oh shit.
Zoom. Big Zoom.
Yeah, I don't think बहुत ज़्यादा. हाँ, obviously, like there are little more people who, I mean, actually, there are more people who recognize you probably in the streets and in airports and come for selfies, which is not a very nice experience, honestly. It's flattering, but not the selfie part. And yeah, and probably you're getting a little more money. But apart from that, I don't think there's a lot of change. But the fact that people could see me as Gaura and also as Damini in promo shots, and that range, I think, helps in the long term in terms of getting more interesting work and varied work.
विनय सर, आपका ओपिनियन उस पर रह गया, बिकॉज ऑफ कोर्स दैट इज वेरी, हमारे लिए वो जानना बहुत ज्यादा जरूरी है, वो कि ये जो हैशटैग्स रेसिज्म इस तरीके की जो बातें बॉलीवुड के लोग करते हैं, तो क्या ये जो लोग सोचते हैं कि ये कर रहे हैं, ये दिखाने के लिए कर रहे हैं, ऐसा नहीं है। तो व्हाट डू यू हैव टू से अबाउट इट, बिकॉज यू आर इन सच अ फील्ड?
उस पे मेरी ज्यादा मंशा है नहीं, क्योंकि आपने बॉलीवुड कहा, मुझे बॉलीवुड समझ में आता नहीं
जी, मतलब फिल्म इंडस्ट्री आई मीन।
मुझे जी तो आप जो सवाल पूछ रही हैं वो मेरे महकमे का है नहीं, मैं क्रांतिकारी नहीं हूं, ठीक है ना। और जो लोग कौन सी क्रांति लाना चाहते हैं और क्यों लाना चाह रहे हैं, उनके बारे में भी मेरी कोई राय है नहीं, क्योंकि फिर वो अटकलें लगाने वाली बात हो जाएगी। तो इसलिए आप पूछिए कि आखोनी में मैंने 4 दिन कैसे काटे, वो फिल्म क्यों इतनी महत्वपूर्ण है अभी, खासकर जो कि हम इतनी देर से बात कर रहे हैं, और उस तरह की फिल्मों का बनना क्यों अनिवार्य है, ये भी
बहुत जरूरी है,
हमें डिस्कस करना चाहिए। क्योंकि अभी लॉकडाउन चल रहा है, मुझे कुछ लोग सवाल पूछते हैं कि अच्छा अभी OTT में फिल्में रिलीज हो रही हैं, और तो फिर थिएटर का क्या होगा। मुझे अरे भाई, अभी थिएटर नहीं खुले हुए हैं, बंद है सब, ठीक है। अभी बस OTT है, एक ही भगवान है आपके सामने, जिसके सामने आप अगरबत्ती जलाइए, दिए जलाइए। जब सिनेमा हॉल खुलेंगे, इसके बाद जब वो स्पर्धा होगी, तब की बात तब देखी जाएगी यार। ये तो फिर अटकलें लगाने वाली बात हो गई ना।
नहीं, सबसे खुशी की बात,
आपको याद होगा नया टेलीविजन आया था तो सबने यही कहा था कि अब तो सिनेमा घर बंद हो जाएंगे भाई, सबके घर में टीवी आ गया है, हम घर में देख लेते हैं, हम तो जाएंगे बाहर देख। तो यही है कि हमें वैसा विवाद बड़ा पसंद है जिसका कोई क्या कहते हैं, जिसका कोई सही उत्तर ना हो। वो भविष्य में शायद वो निकल के आए. It's a very vague question, no? That what do you think is going to happen, OTT versus movie theater? I mean, come on, there's no movie theaters right now. So, we'll debate about it when we get there. Right now, OTT पे आपकी फिल्म रिलीज हो रही है, सलाम कीजिए, प्रणाम कीजिए, साष्टांग कीजिए और खुश होइए, क्योंकि बहुत ज्यादा से ज्यादा लोग इस फिल्म को देख सकेंगे. मेरे ख्याल से इतनी छोटी फिल्म हमारी है, इंडी स्पेस में, हम सब जानते हैं. अगर सिनेमा घर में रिलीज होती तो भी उसको इतने शोज नहीं मिलते. लेट्स फेस इट. मैं मतलब इतने सालों से जुड़ा हुआ हूँ छोटी फिल्मों से, तो मेरे ख्याल से इट्स अ ब्लेसिंग इन डिस्गाइज दैट इट्स कमिंग आउट राइट नाउ on Netflix, on such a widespread platform. And I think it's great. It's great for Akhuni. For a film like Akhuni, it's a great film. It's a great platform. I have some great, lovely-looking co-actors, and it's that great time when we have to leave because we have another
and
platform
thank you for
waiting. Yeah.
I just messaged her.
Yeah. Thank you all of you for talking to us.
बहुत धन्यवाद.
Lallantop. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Upasana.
Thank you, Upasana.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.